You know, I keep telling you all the time that they got some people with split personalities, and hence the reason why they cover. Because this young man we're going to talk to right now, his roots in St. James, St. John, and that's how he meet up in St. George as well.
but salt is important to have.
But you know salt water in St. George?
Nah, but you don't worry with salt water. People cook. So they use salt when they cook.
Salt has to be in everything.
So we need salt in everything.
In everything, yeah. You got to be involved. You got to be on the stage. You got to film myself on festival stage, man.
But what blows my mind, right? One minute I can watch TV and see you speaking to economic things, and then I see you doing bashment. You told like the furthest extremities.
That's the point. The only reason you're finding the extremities is if you think that bashment is somehow unintelligent. But it can be intelligent bashment.
I did not say that.
But we say it's extreme, so you say, unless you say in the economic forum is don'tsiness, it can only be two extremes if one don't see and one intelligent.
Well,
so which one it is?
Me and you got to deal with that. You on your own.
Because you said it's two extremes, and I think that bashment can be intelligent and economic forum, both intelligent. So
when I see your performance before the cameras, and you're speaking to the economy of Barbados, and then I see Saul, and this is we thing?
Yeah, we think that's my I love that.
You understand where you're coming from?
Yeah, it's like, I just say it's not necessarily two different personalities. It's really just how I am, and I am a person that loves bashment, I love Barbadian culture, I love soca music, and I'm also a person that is in tune with what's going on politically, economically, and in society. So I got to be able to get into all the facets of my life, and my being I can't just separate or compartmentalize myself.
But you know, we ain't wrong, because you and I had a conversation, and I said something very similar. I said, but Saul, how come you appear to be so intelligent and sing so much foolishness?
As the old ladies say, a gentleman.
Yeah, I am a gentleman. That was very weird. I wanted to thank my parents for that. But I don't think anything foolishness either though. So you got.
Well, that is subjective.
That's right. That's your opinion.
That's subjective.
To me, it's very some of the most intelligent songs.
But I don't understand them things. The most intelligent songs. I told you, Saul, on radio that for me, you was the type of guy I looked at that should be singing some serious classics. But you into this bashment thing, one verse, one chorus.
That means one thing is one man is at least bring 3 verses all the time. Because my pen don't run out the ink so easy.
So you don't hear them because they're not
the DJs don't play all down there when it comes to the bashment. But the thing is, as I told you on the air that morning, I feel as though we are making classics in bashment. It's just that people are not recognizing that they're classics yet. The same way how some people might not recognize that Hard Wine was a classic when it came out in 95, 96.
Man, you're making sport.
People might not and then get real late for that.
Not for Hard Wine?
Yes, because people say, man, the song I hear Matt Finger all the way, Untouchables tank, and Gymnasium, Untouchables tank in Gymnasium, Lyric had bumper inspector.
And what happened?
When Matt Finger said that when he first heard this song, he tell Rick this song gonna get produced and mixed over properly.
Stop a minute.
Because
listen to me, so.
Yeah.
When this program was first named, Festival Stage, Matt Finger thought it would not work too.
Exactly. So people say that it was not mixed well, and it was this and it was that, but that is a classic. No ragamuffin, the same thing. We could come up the line. I keep crying to all these songs that have been.
Let me hear the classic bashment that you got that you think will be a hit in the future.
I tell you already, I say I feel so good. Headboard gonna last forever.
Headboard is one that I had to play at a wedding for some Canadians.
All right, there. See me, I don't see me gonna last for a long time as well.
We got a certain person at this company who continues to play on See Me or Don't See Me.
Yeah.
Some saw that he's parked elsewhere. All right, so what's the name of the other song again?
I feel so good. I feel so good.
Oh, that's the one with the end that the DJs used to do foolishness at the end. I feel so good. I feel so good.
Yeah.
It's you.
That was me, yeah. That was me. That was 2004.
I gotta give you some credit.
That was 13 years ago. But I feel like all those art classes are beginning to become classics because you're still hearing them every year.
But you got me confused. So are you saying to me that in another 30 years, when Wayne and I are walking with canes, and we hear Soca Gold 2055 featuring Salt, and I go in and I hear I Feel So Good, them is Soca Gold songs?
First of all, you're not going to be there.
Man, about things are extended.
But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna perform my cane and I'm gonna got my respirator or whatever. But I'm gonna do the dog, me, Stiffy, Marsville, Stabby, all this Krilla, Cooper down, all of we can go out there, we can do the dog. Exactly. We're gonna perform to the best ability, man.
No, check me here though, right? No.
Listen, you're gonna play electricity?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. No, you talk about all the variables that are involved in the arena. What about commentary? Have you ever looked at it?
I did look at commentary last year. I actually did a song.
Although your songs
yeah,
basically have that commentary.
That's what I'm telling you. I do a lot. My songs are generally commentary because I write from my perspective all the time. I did a genuine social commentary last year with Chris Allman called Breaking Down. You could probably check it out.
Breaking Down.
Yeah, it was actually like making mock sport.
But you're not in the tent.
I am not in the tent. Haven't been in the tent since celebration time.
So why not find a tent if you were so intelligent, could write so well,
can't sing.
and sing commentaries?
I can't sing.
But
so.
enough people in the tent can't sing.
Have you ever thought of writing for some person?
Yes, I have, but because of the fact, as I said, that's no, I write from my own perspective and I write in my own way. I find it difficult to get somebody that would be able to interpret a song the way that I interpret words and the Barbadian way of speaking, because I got a real unique way of speaking too that you can't really fake.
Well, after all, St. John, St. George,
St.
James.
But I don't accept that because we are Bajan, you know, and regardless of how we may speak, Queen's English or otherwise, we all understand the terms. I mean, Alombe Motley, for example, said that MAD is one of the best groups ever to come out of Barbados, and they use the Bajan vernacular. No, you're doing the same. I think what you need to do is find some person, because we must get that vehicle that will bring out what you are seeing and experiencing, because it's not exclusive to you, the experiences.
I know it's not exclusive to me necessarily, but at the end of the day, it's still my perspective. When I write a song, I feel it in myself.
We need to
I gotta get somebody.
Patrick,
bring it out.
Mr. Bellamy, we need to get it to come out. You understand me?
But I do this sort of comment. As I said, you could check.
Mr. St. George man, Mr. St. James man, the rest of Barbados.
But they have heard it. They've heard it in that one, miss. That was a social commentary but was on a bashment rhythm. But as I tell people that had in a horn, but it didn't have any traditional horn, it had any trumpet or saxophone on it, so it had in a van horn, a minibus horn, but as far as concerned, the social commentary had in horns. So I've done social commentary, but even the song that I did tonight, Bubble That Pot, that's a social commentary reflecting, and almost in three different aspects, because on the face value, people are going to look at it and say, oh, he's just singing that young girls, nowadays not in the kitchen. They're not cooking or whatever. Then people can take the other entendre. And then the third one is really for true. I think that we need as a country to stop eating so much fast food and start to look to get back into the kitchen and start to grow for our own, get back to growing provisions. And all those things are included in the song in a comical way.
No, and you call that bashment?
I get called bashment. I call myself a soca artist.
You see, and that's where the problem is, because most of the time now the messages that you are bringing will be seen as bashment. So when you put serious lyrics in a bashment song, and we are not accustomed to anything serious in any bashment song, then you're going to be looked at as one of them people. The other thing too is that you're going to look at your position, because if you're writing all this intelligent stuff, you're not getting into the bashment semis, you're not getting into the finals, you're going to chart a new course.
So we're going to do sing more bashment? See, it's getting to get the bashment semis, or we going to look at the judges. We know talk about judges when it was off air. And I ain't dealing with the judges, Admiral. This year is no, I ain't frightened. I ain't dealing with them. I dealing with the people, I dealing with the public,
so
I dealing with how people accept the music.
You got to explain what you mean by you're dealing. Does it mean you're not entering your songs?
I did enter this year because I love
dealing with them.
But after don't put it in, it didn't matter to me.
Why? Why wouldn't I don't like? Why I mean it don't matter to you?
Because at the end of the day, I think music is a mission and not competition to Capleton, right? So at the end of the day, once people out there accept my music, because I had one single goal this year, you know, Amber. So that when I get in the gas station, and the boy ain't gonna ask me, you sing anything this year? And I have accomplished that goal. I got five songs and people know 4. So
go through the songs for me.
Here's the other thing. They may ask you about your songs, but do you have the money to buy gas?
Do any of us here have the money to buy gas? Can July the 1st?
No, man. Let me talk real about this thing. If you have a hit song, it means that you get work that could put dollars in your pocket. So when you go in the gas station, to me, it's not about how many songs you got. It is that one song you have. Does it allow you to buy gas?
Yes, I'm allowed to buy gas. To answer the question, I'm allowed to buy gas.
You're getting performances this crop over season?
I should be able to.
Which comes back to the ability to buy gas.
Right. But performances, I am getting performances, but let's not forget I'm also a DJ. So crop over is always
So you play your song every day?
No, I don't. I have a very big problem with that. It hurt me in my belly. My guts to go for so my own song, I make it stronger. If I really like the song, like I really like everything, you will hear me put some licks in everything. But I ain't gonna force the song, spend the body.
So you want to tell me you got 5 songs this season, you don't play one in your shift?
I play everything.
Oh.
Everything,
You play your thing.
Everything
that belongs to you.
No, it's not true.
Okay.
Because
I'm just asking. It's just.
You can ask the questions, but at the end of the day, they got a lot of artists.
So
out there.
is there policy on you not playing your own songs?
There's no policy on it. I mean, not playing my own songs, but I know what it is like to bring out a song and not hear it. So I don't like to put other artists in that position because I know all of me is go and work hard, come out the booth, sit down with the producer and say, shh, and let hold that song again back in and spend 3-4 hours on a one lane or
on a bashment song?
Even on a bashment.
Does it take that long?
It does take that long. Somebody wants, no, we can get out that, right? But I talk about how I know how men is work, and this is sweet soca especially too. But even in the bashment, and I say to myself, it's not fair that a man sit down and work so hard and pay somebody to mix and master the tune and everything. As long as the tune got good quality and is in the system, I'm trying to get a play because I want everybody to get a fair shot because nobody can like you somewhere if they never hear it.
All right.
You know?
So you get a lot of work out there as a jock too?
Yeah, I get a lot of work as a DJ. Mostly because I look good.
You played at Bear Fest this weekend?
I didn't play at Bear Fest, no.
Oh, all right.
Question for you, Salt. I know you got opinions about a lot of things. How do you answer the people who consider the bashment soca to be lewd and crude and something you don't associate with?
I tell them that they're true. There's some aspects of bashment soca that are lewd and crude, and there are others that aren't. And we found ourselves in a position where the lewdest and crudest seem to be what we are pushing at the people as what is bashment. And I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't agree with pushing the lewdest and crudest no more than I agree with pushing the most violent dancehall or the most violent hip hop. Right. There is a balance to it, and I think that the balance is going to be achieved. What we had earlier in the season was the bashment soca competition is the first, so the most bashment came out, and DJs let to give everything a spin. But I found, honestly, that a lot of the bashment that I was hearing was not in some complete. A lot of it was very basic, and as you said, some of them was lines that sounds like it wait in 10 minutes.
All right, Salt people on Festival Stage tonight. We'll take a break. When we come back, more salt in your menu.
Memories of crop overs past and Salt and See Me and Don't See Me, the man who brought hits like Headboard, and this year he got We Thing and 4 other songs. Yeah. And you know, but his love of the music goes beyond just bashment soca. And off air we were talking about the fact that you do follow social commentary.
I do follow social commentary. I haven't been able to follow it as much in the last half a decade or so, mostly because of the playing out, the commitments to having to play out and what's not. And I also realize, I feel like the level of passion for social commentary in the country has declined. There was a lot more passion for it when I was younger.
What do you attribute that to?
I don't know what to attribute it to. I don't know if it's because there's the momentum swing and people are just more interested in partying, or if it's a lack of quote-unquote bigness. I grew up in the era where the Plastic Bag and Gabby were everywhere. And then I would have seen, like, when Lil Rick got into social commentary, they went to finals the year. No, I didn't go finals the year, but I remember the finals he signed with me, Surviving and Mankind. And then I remember when Peter Brown would have stepped into it. And we had like influences of young people, not young people in terms of the artists, but young people in terms of the supporters coming out and paying attention. There was also getting songs like We Surviving on the radio. The Pledge was playing on the radio. So you had a more familiarity with the music. I think that, as you said, like, and as Amaro said, if we put the social commentary on a bashment, people might not necessarily recognize that it's social commentary, but they're going to hear it more often. Eventually something will resonate in them or it can come back to them. I don't think that the social commentary format now really lends itself for younger people to really listen, to sit down and listen, because you got to actually sit down and internalize it. It's almost like how Test cricket has dwindled, even though it's still, as far as you're concerned, if you want to be a good cricketer, you got to be a Test cricketer, but in traditional means or taught. But at the end of the day, T20 is where the money is at. T20 is where all the action is at. I want
to stop you, Saul.
I knew you was going to get in here.
I want to stop you because you talking a whole big bunch of things. That's a joke. The problem is that a lot of you young people feel you want to become superstars quickly, and you think that bashment is going to take you to superstardom, so you build your house from the top. You start to build your house from the top and come down. That's why half a winner could only write half a verse, half a chorus, repeat it 4,000 times in the song, and call it a song. And I say this to you, there's so much no originality about it that they even copy a rhythm from overseas to come and accentuate the little bit that we're doing. Let me tell you, social commentary is extremely alive in this country. We got hundreds of young people doing social commentary. Some of the best songs that have kept the Kaiso tents alive, that continues to keep Calypso alive in this country, is social commentary. And we have to stop this thing, because we have big people in this country allowing these DJs to get on radio and fill our ears with a whole bunch of crap, which has its negative right down the line. All the subliminal messages that are sent are played out in Barbados almost every day, because the people who are supposed to take control of their radio stations and make sure that there is a fair complement of social commentary, party, soca, and bashment are not doing their jobs. And you all as DJs are allowed to get on the radio and do what we want. Social commentary is extremely popular in this country. Don't start my...
I think that was a brilliant eulogy. Thank you very much for that. Admirable. The passion that resonates within you for social commentary is admirable. But at the end of the day, you are saying something that is still not the reality of the situation. Whether it may be your reality, it's okay. But at the end of the day, tell me, how many Calypso tents they had in 1998?
Enough.
How many they got in 2017? 20 years later. How many they got?
How many bashment people you had last year?
In the competition?
In the competition.
Over 100.
Look at the names of the people who are in the same competition again. There's the same names, or one or two exceptions.
Good. I show you that there. But there you say, man, rate a half a song.
How many songs?
Man, rate a half a song, Dwayne. Rate a half a song. You get the bashment song. You might not even win anything, but you can get all the performances at all the effects. So nobody giving you $75 a night to sing in a tent. You get the performances at all. Hold on. And then with the same half a song, with the 2 words at the end of the beat, you get to travel Trinidad, St. Vincent, New York, Miami, all these places, and he can make money.
So that's why
whereas the person know that sit down and write 2 whole songs, band chorus, arrange a pair, a producer $3,500 to get in the tank and go on to finals and probably come 5th, 6th, 7th, or even as Smokey say, because Smokey say the persona non grata, and then he ain't got nothing to show for the rest of the year. That time Marsville touring, Skrilla touring, Stabby touring, who the other guy, Stiffy touring. All these guys get paying money in the pocket to go and get the gas station. They can put money in the
touring is called using.
Or the game there.
It's called using. Of course they're giving away.
This is what I want to put to you. You have an influence in that you are on a radio station. To what extent do you think you have an obligation to provide for that market which is there that wants to hear social commentary and being starved of it?
As long as there is a market for it, I think that people will find it. And I think there's a very good, is a market for it.
Not that they find it, do you?
I don't have to. I don't have to.
You don't
I'll show you.
It's not your format.
It's the reason why CBC does not show netball games live. Why you want to know show netball games live?
Because you got to buy the rights.
Let's go down there and show netball.
So you abdicate your responsibility to carry on something.
So that's one of your mandates then?
Mandate to show netball?
Oh, sure. All right. There's a reason why HBO. Let me put it this way.
I don't want to get sidetracked. I don't want to get sidetracked. You speak about this is wheating. They speak about wheating, right? And I'm asking you, seeing that we know that Calypso, social commentary, is wheating. Do you see any sense within yourself of an obligation to push that, particularly as a radio jock?
I don't see myself as having an obligation to push it. I think that there are a number of radio stations out there who have that in their format, and when they want to hear good social commentary, those are the stations that I go to. When they want to hear party music, I know which stations to go to. When they want to hear gospel, I know which stations to go to, because I know the formats of those stations. When they want to hear slow rock, I go to... Don't be sad, Admiral, because everybody is not playing social commentary, because every station is not playing bashment either. Every station is not playing party music. People play what they want for their stations. And you can't say that people, because they're not hearing the social commentary on Slam 101, that means that Slam 101 is the reason that social commentary is dying. But as far as you're concerned, social commentary in there, social commentary in life.
But one thing that you can be assured of is that when you watch festival stage, it is here, at least, that you can be certain to find social commentary. And we've got one of the finest exponents of social commentary in studios with us right now. And Admiral, I think you will join with me in saying indeed. Smokey Burke, who is on Admiral's list as one who's been consistent over the years, and you can expect him to be marching on towards either semifinals or finals. He's right here. And tonight, either with his persona non grata, or, what's the other one, Tony? Tell us about it.
Mine in a bashment song.
Portrait.
We're very fortunate. Festival stage 2017 tonight. Storm postponed from today. So we doing
that is plagiarism. Yeah. You stole those lyrics from Smokey Burke.
I like it. I love it.
Who might have stolen it from somebody else?
That's a song, you know.
Yeah, the Storm postponed.
By the way, we've got additional salt in the menu. I don't know how we're going to survive this.
Too much salt in anything.
And then it getting smoky, and it making me hypertensive.
Hi.
Which advice is. But we're talking about this commentary, Smokey, and you heard the exchange with yours truly and Salt. What is your take on it? The whole bashment issue and stuff.
I'm still trying to establish, it's just me personally, what's the difference between bashment and other forms of, let me say, kaiso / soca.
Right.
Right, so I'm not 100% in full understanding of what constitutes bashment, right? I heard someone mention earlier that Lil Rick's first two songs and his initial foray into Kaiso and Barbados were bashment songs. Bumper Inspector and
A Hard
One. Right? And by the way, I want to tell you that the first tent Lil Rick came to was House of Soca, which I was managing at the time.
I think you had Peter Ram and Natalie were in there as well.
But the manager of my tent, who was the stage manager, was the person who interviewed Rick. And when he heard the songs, he hollered, no, we don't want nothing so in House of Soca. All right, I did there. I like all to them songs bad, Hard Wine.
And if you had known Rick's popularity at the time, it's ridiculous to tell him.
I don't know that he was that big yet.
Really?
But he was on his way to being big, you know. But anyhow, I grew up, I was born and into social commentary, or that style of calypso, in a time when up-tempo kaiso was 120 beats per minute. Right? Lord Melody, Lord Crystal, Kitchener Sparrow, etc. Storytelling. No, I heard him say earlier, he's got an arranger, he's got verse, chorus, band intro, verse, chorus, band intro, 3 times. But you spend $3,500 on a lot of that. Well, you're paying $3,500 for the person's talent, right? I don't think that a person's talent can be priced.
Yeah, I get you.
If I go to Nicholas or Ricky Braffett and they tell me, well, I can do this song for you, boy, but that's $3,500. Well, that's why I come here, Skipper.
Oh, we can pay it, yeah.
You understand? Because I like what you do. If I just want to deal with an arranger, I could deal with Roger Gittins, Mike Seeley,
right.
Williams,
right? Andy Williams, a man who seems to have gone under the radar, hopefully temporarily, and even Hoggett. Hoggett has done some really great arrangements with social commentary, despite his lack of training in the area.
Where's Derry Atkins these days?
Derry lives in U.S. Virgin Islands.
Okay.
We ran it from both here, right? Then, I just kidding. Well, I think you get ran back.
Wait. So
I want his.
What is bashment soca song?
That's where I thought the question was coming from. No, it is kind of unique to me, and it's not only bashment soca, which is a subgenre. I find that we pigeonhole music in here in Barbados based on, in the Caribbean, based on who's singing it.
Correct.
So you can't play nothing outside of soca around Crop Over Carnival, but if Machel Montano sing a song with Ariana Grande, because it's Machel, it's soca, all of a sudden it becomes soca. or because the song got a little bit of steel pan, something they can find an excuse to call it soca. Bashment soca, now I realize that, as you said so rightly, when Lil Rape went up bumping Spelt and Heroin, there was nothing called bashment soca. Before, I used to call everything bashment soca that had the old dub sort of influence in it, because as far as it was concerned, it was a marriage of bashment, which is what we call Jamaican dancehall, and soca music come together, and you call it bashment soca. But then I realized that people started to call songs like I Feel So Good, which came out in 2004, bashment soca. And then I heard that See Me and Don't See Me was bashment soca. As far as I'm concerned, those were just soca songs. What I got to realize then is that because I grew up in that bashment soca era with Big Red, Gorg, Bubba, and all of them, all of us as artists have been categorized as bashment soca artists. And no matter what we sing, it is called bashment soca. I don't know if I can define bashment soca to you, but it's a feeling. It's not a bashment soca song.
It's more than a feeling. It's more than a feeling. You all have evidently, it's so obvious. There's a rhythm today called the ting-a-ling rhythm.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me. Ting-a-ling came off of the Shabba Ranks, right?
Right.
But that's bashment. So if you
how many times we sample Peninsula? We sample Peninsula. Right. We sample them bone after.
But that is why it is called bashment, because they are considered bashment dub songs.
But you can't tell me where Bennett was sampled from.
So no, I listen to Bennett that good.
Or you can't tell me. I know that the rhythms I'm on this year, Flexing, AE110. And Asthma, none of the three of them got in the samples. They work with a producer called Sis Dub that built the bashment from the beginning.
But you see, you talk about building the bashment, but the people who are building the bashment are influenced by what they've been hearing on the rhythms coming out of Jamaica. And we hear it in almost every bashment song there is.
I was wrong with that.
So you're talking about everything that you do, you are categorized as a bashment. So
because I think that I don't think you can find the dancehall influence in See Me and Don't See Me. I don't think you can find the dancehall influence in I Feel So Good.
I never look at them as bashment songs.
So you only call the 120.
I never look at them as bashment songs.
So when I did not know that they was bashment songs. I did tell Mo bring my glide last year, which I thought was just a peer song. And I hear that more than the bashment song.
No. There's a sense of bashment that exists for Mole and some of them other people. Now they got bashment lyrics.
Oh.
So you move from the music now to the lyrical content.
As long as the lyrics bashy enough.
Them is bashy lyrics.
Oh,
I could come in here for a minute.
I know about that.
But remember that we are dealing with a culture,
right,
that can tell you what is not a calypso. Right. It cannot tell you what is.
What is, right.
And we can tell you what's not bashment, so good too.
But you understand, we can tell you what is not a Smoky Bird, that is not a calypso.
Right.
Right? So we ain't playing it.
Not calypso.
Right? But they cannot tell you what is.
I find most bashment artists, man, can't tell you what is bashment soca, and it is clearly evident what it is. It's right there in front of them.
But I know, give you examples of songs that have been categorized as bashment soca, songs that do not fit that criteria that you have listed.
Well, if they don't fit the criteria, they don't fit the criteria. I never had lyric song.
Gadon.
Was not even called a bashment soca song.
Is that a bashment soca?
All of a sudden, because people looking to put bashment soca in a good category, they're adding songs to it.
So Gadon is not a bashment soca? So is Gadon bashment soca?
It was not made. It was not made under the bashment soca theme.
I
could tell you.
You can't tell me so. Because Gadon come out in 2010. And the old dub samples have been around from the time Peter Coppin started to produce.
You want to attach yourself and these bashment songs to something, to something.
No, don't get on that because the whole of Barbados. Don't get on that because the whole of Barbados accept Gadon. That all of a sudden that Gadon cannot be bashment soca. It got a crossover into the main soca drum. But that sample condemned rhythm from Jamaica. No, but your criteria. That make it bashment soca quite sample the condemn rhythm.
But there's one.
God, so it's bashment.
But I am saying that when you look at the music over the years, it was never given an identity.
The identity come out 2 years or 3 years ago.
Exactly. So you can now take those songs and put them in the bashment soca thing. I don't have a problem with that.
You ain't got a problem with that. You don't have a problem with songs because
you guys are not doing anything original, either in your lyrics either in your music or anything.
Don't say, when you say you guys, you including me. When you say you guys, you including me.
Of course I am. You can't include me in everything.
You can't include me in terms of which camera you are looking at. You're looking to see a camera you.
Look at there.
He pointing at this
Oh,
one.
you look at number 3.
Don't categorize me with the Western bashment soca artists and say that I lack in lyrics or that I lack in originality, because I am not.
So,
listen, you're watching Festival Station here, so on CBC. It's a wonderful discussion. We're going to take a break here. They're not going anywhere. They're right here. The Admiral, Salt, and Smokey and myself, we are the referees. Festival Station.
Smile about life. Think of every tribulation that you get through. Take a wine on the side now. Enjoy the vibes. Soak up every little moment. Cause when you think about it, you don't know the next man's story. Sometimes we try so hard to fet away we worries. Just to clear your mind.
It is songs like that that have almost a calming effect on what's happening, but in studio it is spirited, it is animated, and the only one that's sitting on the fringe and watching is Smokey, I guess, is because he's in a strange situation that he's going to judge. Who do you have ahead in the scorecard now? Salt or the Admiral?
Let's do tie.
all right.
They both have good points, and right now it's like a parallel line, you know?
Right, it's flowing in the same direction.
But let me tell you this, and I put it to Salt earlier about obligations and taking certain situations. I think because you have an influence in that so-called bashment arena, that there are persons who otherwise are not listening to other forms of the music, because all fall under the umbrella of calypso. But if you put your stamp to it, they somehow will be open and think, all right, well, Salt, let me give it a listen. And I think that that is one way.
Give the social commentary a listen?
Yes.
We don't
In its
need,
traditional form.
Simmons, we don't need Salt to come on
I'm
national
saying
TV
we can
or radio
use an individual like
and
the Salt
tell
and the other
nobody
Salts to do
that
it.
he need to give nana. We don't need no Salt.
what do
just
we need?
need Salt in food, and that's it.
So what do we need? What do we need to get people listening to social commentary?
No, what we need
Smokey,
to do.
the chair is yours, Smokey.
What we need to do is
The
to
chair
play.
is yours, Smokey.
Oh, let's play.
What we need to do is to play.
Hold on. American music that most of us follow slavishly, right? All them youngsters that do hip hop and rap and things also know where everything starts.
Right.
They understand the history of their music.
KRS, yeah, they do.
We do not. We jump in a genre that happening and run with it. Then we hit a wall, and we don't know why we hit that wall. So then, if it ain't bashment today, next week it gotta be crashment.
Well,
right?
I say A and I say B, because in hip hop, there are the people who know the history that can tell you all who come before them and everything. I would have studied history.
Yeah.
And I got the youngsters right now that singing this thing that is called mumble rap, that all the old heads bashing now the same way that the experienced people bashing the bashment. So okay, no, because and the young people love the mumble rap. The young people love the mumble rap, yeah. They love the Uzi Verts. They love the Migos. They love the girls that sing the Bad and Bougie.
Sorry, I come on the Temptations.
So they know.
But they don't sample.
And these songs are big, and these men singing things that other people like.
So,
they say big.
The sampling all the.
They're sampling all the old R&B hits.
Right.
Right, they always
And
have.
R&B hits sample things before too. So.
Oh, you ain't sure with that?
So some of the R&B hits are samples as well. Yeah.
Not when you say old R&B.
So when we look at let me look at the song that DJ Khaled bring out just now.
Hold on.
Yeah, go on.
When you say old R&B, you mean like 1992 and thing, right? When I say old R&B, I'm talking 60s or 70s.
All right.
Right? Them is sampling nobody. Everybody was original. People were forced to be creative.
Then songs get sampled twice since then.
Them songs get what?
They get sampled twice since then.
You're right.
You're
right there. It's not a negative against you, Smokey. It actually strengthening your argument.
Exactly. Yeah, so everybody says that every
individualism.
Every generation is other thing because let me explain this point.
Anyhow,
hold on before we get
soca title came. Let me stick back to the thing before the show done.
All right, go
because there is a behavior in Barbados called bashi. bashiness, and so you know they say it too.
And what they say the height is that is a subculture.
And that is what has been attached to the music, along with the fact that there's the presence of the Jamaican rhythms. There's also the bashiness that comes with the songs. It is the behavior of the people that we see, the exponents of this particular aspect of the art form. That is where the bashiness
Anytime
comes.
you see them videos with school children fighting, you hear somebody shout, "Bashman!"
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So what does that tell you, though?
I know that.
Bashing this.
My father told me that he came up with the word Kadumat for Kadumat Day. And the word Kadumat comes from like St. John, whenever they had a big bassa, all of they got a big Kadumat.
Well,
so a bashman, a Kadumat, you see anything?
We need another night. Unfortunately, Wayne, we didn't have enough time to include Aisha, so she's going to come midweek. But I want to thank you guys for staying on. So we had enough for you today.
I never had hypertension for CBC tonight, man. We're trying to drink some water here.
Thank you for coming. I wish you well this season.
Yeah, man.
And this has been our presentation. When I give you the honors tonight.
Listen, we still got to get around. The Stray Cats Calypso tent not yet open, although they have their launch. But to the big show, we'll be back once again. And of course, Smokey, we take you up on your invitation for Super Gladiators. The lineup is looking solid, and you've said you've launched yourself up there, a couple more pegs.
If you come to Super Gladiators only to see one out, you're going to see the sheriff. The sheriff will kill you. Come and see the sheriff. I tell you, the sheriff will kill you.
Listen, this has been tonight's edition of Monday's Festival Stage. Look forward to seeing you on Wednesday night when there will be much more. And of course, keep your comments coming in. On behalf of the Admiral and Wayne Coulsomans, do enjoy the rest of your night.